Good morning, everyone. We got up nice and early today, right at sunrise from Delphi, and drove about 3 hours, and now we're at Meteora. And this is the last stop on the mainland. We'll be sleeping here tonight, and then we'll be heading down to the Athens airport tomorrow. So Meteora is just this super old place with monasteries built on top of these rock faces, and there's about a half dozen main monasteries, and then there's a whole bunch of others. Goal for today is probably, well, today and tomorrow, is to see the main ones and then get some good filming in, ideally before leaving for tomorrow. And that's the goal for today. All right, that is a 1 of 6 done, and it was a nice one to start on. There's a panoramic view up there, but that requires several more flights of stairs, and I have a lot of stairs to do today, so we're gonna skip that. And we'll just follow the road up to the next one. I think the next one is the grand one, but that one is super busy, and there's a whole ton of people there, so maybe we'll save it for tomorrow morning, right at when it opens, because it's about midday now and there's a lot of tourists about. So we'll hit up the less touristy spots and just look around. Okay, we're at our second monastery now. First one being the Holy Monastery of Roussanos. This one, where are we? There we are. This is the Great Meteoran Holy Monastery of the Transfiguration of the Savior. So that's a mouthful. But it's that one over there. And we did pass the one that seemed like it had a lot of tourists. It's not one of the main monasteries, but it's kind of on the other side of this tree. Well, it doesn't help that I'm facing the tree, but it's over there. We'll get there eventually. But we're gonna hit up the big boy first. Check out this view. So the small monastery in the background behind that big one, kind of on the right side of it, is where we just were, Roussanos. The one on the left is the, well, I mean, it looks gigantic compared to Roussanos, but it's not one of the main 6. It's the monastery of Varlam, and ours is over here. But this view is incredible. So traditionally, and in the past, in order to transport goods across, they use this, I'm not sure if you can see the wireway, but they use a little gondola to and from the monastery, which connects over here near this garage. But for all the tourists, we get, oh, look at those magnificent stairs. I'm gonna get a workout today. And so the great climb begins. Put one. Oh, kids in the way. Okay. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Yeah, we made it. Easy. This is still the great Meteoran Monastery of Transfiguration of the Savior or something like that. And this is the panoramic view from it, which again is just amazing. Incredible. Okay, we're almost out. Holy shit. Fortunately, there's a van selling ice cream. Right at the top. Okay, we made it. Holy shit. This is the middle panoramic point of the area. There are a couple other panoramas, but this is the main one. Fortunately, we can walk on these rocks about halfway out. Maybe I'll see if I can get some flying in. Alright, so this is the Monastery of Holy Trinity. It is the third main monastery of 6 that we'll be seeing. The other ones were way over there on the other side of the valley. And we were able to stop at the midpoint to fly a little bit, which was fun. This path right here is the part of the hiking trail down to the town. And as you can see, this monastery has one of the little gondola things for transportation of goods, as usual. Oh, you know what? I was wrong. That path is to get to the monastery. Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay. So I think this will be the last no, there is another monastery on the other side of that hill, St. Stephen's. It opens at 3:30. It's only 1:30 now, so we have a little bit of time to explore this one, and then we'll get over to St. Stephen's. Oh hey, the gondola's moving. Alright, starting the path down to the Holy Trinity Monastery. So we're gonna go down this path and then up those stairs. I don't think you can see those stairs from here, but one good thing about having to go down the path first is they really show you, in order to get to the monastery, you have to do this path. You can't get there any other way. So you can really decide in the moment whether you want to actually go or not. But it should be worth it at least. And so it begins. Monastery of Holy Trinity. Where does this go? This is the top of the Holy Trinity Monastery after our lovely hike. We just walked through the monastery, but there's no photos or videos allowed, and well, it's just a monastery, so not much to show. Wow. Again. Absolutely amazing. well, apart from a prayer room, it was really just a pathway to the roof. So, a lot less monastery and more panoramic. Alright, y'all. Done with the more popular monasteries for today. I'm going to take about a 20-minute hike to go to an old monastery that's closed today. The only way you can get there is through this hike. So there's not going to be a lot of people there. And I'll be able to fly my drone a little bit, ideally. Only hard part about this is actually finding the trailhead, which was over by the great Meteora transfiguration thing. And you gotta boulder up about 3 feet to get to the trailhead, but I almost fell, but we're good. And this is gonna be nice and relaxing. It's still around 2:30. A lot of the tourists are leaving, and after we're done with this one, if I feel like it, head over to St. Stephen's. But if not, then we'll go check in, because oh wow, what's that over there? I'll have to look at what that is on the maps. There's another building, maybe a monastery, right below the top of that mountain, way in the distance. Obviously y'all can't see it, but you can definitely see a mountain and a path. All right, it's gonna be fun. We're about halfway to the monastery, and so far I haven't seen anyone besides myself. All right, ready to go. Our destination should be right over those rocks right in front of us, because we can see, I can see the statue area at the end of the trail. And there's also a path over here on the left, which leads to the end of the rock face. And I'm going to check out the monastery first, and when we come back I'll go out to the edge of the rock face and see if we can get some more good shots. It's definitely nice being out here without any tourists around. The only thing I need to remember is I need to get back up the mountain after I'm done looking at it. So that'll be the hard part. Alright, it's 3 o'clock and check-in starts at 3. I can just head back to the hotel, have a shower, and then drink and eat. Pretty successful day. Haven't seen any wildlife yet. There's just a lot of gnats and flies. Fortunately, the mosquitoes went away after I put on the repellent. I did hear some voices down by the monastery, so should be at least 2 people on the same path. I don't know if you guys can see it from over here, but monastery is right in the middle of that rock face on the right hand side. Taking about 25 minutes to get here. Probably gonna take about an hour to get back. And the path over there on that rock leads to a statue and a flag. I'm not going over there, but let's get closer to the monastery. Looks like there's a old road leads up here, but I'm not sure if it's actually viable. And since there's no one here, I wouldn't count on it. Oh, looks like they have the little gondola thing that just down over here. Why did I think this was a good idea? Oh, fuck. We're almost halfway back. Oh, fuck. Definitely different from the other Meteora views of Kalampaka. This is all landscape with what looks to be a few farms and a dried up river, but it's a killer view nonetheless. I changed my mind. This hike was totally worth it just for that view at the edge of the rock there. It was just a superb amount of quietness besides these flies buzzing above my head. Just the sound of the wind and nothing else. Alright, y'all, we made it back to civilization. Almost. Well, at least I can see other people. Wasn't too bad, really. Just had to stop when I had to stop and started playing classical music from my phone, and that kept me going. Alright. Almost there.